Being part of a college radio station gave me a sense of community and comfort that I've never felt before. Ultimately, my participation in college radio led me to the path I'm on now, which is radio broadcasting and audio production. Through this, I found that radio is my passion and I want to do everything I can to advocate for it. This is Music Director Diaries. The history of radio goes back to the 1860s when German physicist Clerk Maxwell discovered radio waves. There's a common argument between who invented radio, as Guillermo Marconi is said to be the first to begin the development of radio and the telegraph, but some argue that Nikola Tesla is the father of radio, as he was the first to patent using radio waves. By the 1920s, radio became cheaper and more accessible and was booming even during the Depression. The 1930s were considered the golden age of radio, where it continued to evolve into what it is today. In this episode, I wanted to talk about how my college radio station, WIUP 90.1 FM, operates, as it's very similar to the operation of radio stations all around the United States. We have multiple leadership positions within the station that each serve a different purpose. We have a faculty advisor, station manager, program director, social media and website director, production director, and my position, which is the music director. I have about 10 staff members that help me with music staff duties, along with a faculty advisor who is heavily involved with the music within the station. My week as a music director starts on Thursdays. Thursdays are when promoters send me a big load of new music releases from artists that they work with. Once we get the bulk of our music on Thursdays, myself and the music staff do album reviews to decide which music goes into our music library and which does not. We do this by rating them on a scale of high, medium, low, and reject. It's really important that we review the albums based on the station's sound and brand, rather than personal preference. Our high albums stay in the library for 3 weeks, medium is in the library for 2 weeks, low is in the library for 1 week, and rejects don't make it in at all. Every Tuesday morning, I then go into NACC charts, the North American College and Community Charts, where I report the top 30 albums played by our DJs the previous week and the top 10 albums from our new music releases. I also host the WIUP Weekly Countdown for 2 hours a week, counting down the top 30 albums that I submit to the NACC. Since my charts are already made, I go into Spotify and search each individual album and choose one song to play off of that album. I'm known as DJ AA on my show, and every week I choose my favorite song from my playlist and declare it DJ AA's Pick of the Week. I try to integrate things like this into my show so that listeners can feel more connected to me and our station. One of my favorite parts about being a DJ is when people call the station to give me feedback on my show. Each time someone calls, I ask them where they're listening from because I find it so fascinating to know people are listening from all over the place. I started working with my college radio station in January as a DJ, and I remember how intimidated I was the first time I had to speak on air. I only spoke once during my first radio show, but now I find myself making any excuse to get my voice on the air and interact with the audience. I think one of the most important things about being a DJ is being yourself and incorporating your personality into your show. This will make listening to the radio such a unique experience for any listener because every DJ is different in their own ways. My 2 hours in the booth each week brings me so much joy and gives me the boost I need to get through the week. Joining WIUP-FM was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I made so many lifelong connections with fellow WIUP members and earned a leadership position in my second semester with the station. Becoming the music director gave me a look into what it would be like to take on a management position at a radio station when I pursue my career. It gave me the leadership, communication, and teamwork skills I need to feel confident in my ability to lead a team. So, stay tuned and join me, DJ AA, on my journey as a college DJ and music director, and follow along as I give advice, tips, and tricks. You'll have an exclusive look into what college radio is like and how I will apply my skills in the future as a radio broadcaster. Let's navigate the radio industry together with Music Director Diaries.